The knee on chest is an attack that you can do when you're on top of the opponent in the side mount. It's a great way, I feel, to escape, to follow with some punches and make your exit, particularly if there's concern for multiple opponents. Go ahead and lay down for me and put your head towards the doors. So, yes, put this way just a hair, sorry. Excellent. So, suppose you're in the side mount. It could be that you're hugging his head, and he's hugging your head. Suppose that maybe you've got this elbow tucked against his hip. Let's first consider what the opponent might be trying to do. He might be trying to shrimp out, go and pull your butt out. Exactly, to create distance. He might be pulling his right leg in between me and him, so that as I will try to press down, he's got something wedged in between us. Yeah, he's got his foot stacked here. So it's going to make my job harder of maintaining my side mount. So that's what the bad guy wants to do. So my job, right? He's got my head hugged. I got his head hugged. From this position, you might consider some different strikes. You might bash your elbow into his head a couple times. You might gouge an eye. You might press your elbow all the way to the floor to try to isolate his head away from you. You might drop elbows or punches into the groin, all in an effort to get this arm off of your head and to get it on the ground. Now, we're not necessarily going to attack the arm in this maneuver, but we want to get it clear, and we want to make sure that we don't have any potential eye gouges. From here, what am I going to do? I'm going to keep my arm, try to keep his hips controlled. Don't let him scoot away from you like we just saw a second ago. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spring up very quickly and drop my knee on his chest. All my body weight on his ribs. I'll pretend here so I don't hurt him. Around the same time, I've got to pin this arm to his body as best I can so that I can punch into the face 2 or 3 times. So, one more time, we're in here. If he's hugging my head really tight, right, there's no way that I'm going to be able to escape, right? But suppose he starts to shrimp just a little bit. Go ahead and escape a little bit. Yeah, he wants to create the space. So if I'm careful and I don't let him get too far, I might be able to get up and drop that knee. Make sure he doesn't hit me in the groin. Check that arm out of the way. But don't let him shrimp too far. Let's see what happens again. If he shrimps really far now, and I lose my opportunity, exactly. He's already facing me. He's going to start. Go ahead and put me in your guard. Yeah, if I start getting up on my feet, maybe I have a punch to the groin, but he's going to start working me back down into his guard. So be careful with this. Let's try it from a side view. Put your head towards the red thing. Put your feet towards the camera. Perfect. So here I am in the side mount. You might have your thigh and your knee wedged up here against his hip. Go ahead and stack your feet. He's got his thigh wedged up against my hip so that I can't cowboy or push my knee over in a mount. Go ahead and put your legs straight on the ground. Stick them out straight. If he's lazy or he doesn't know what the heck's going on, I'm just going to step over and get in the mount. But he doesn't want that. So what does he do? He stacks his legs. So now I'm going to have a heck of a time getting my leg over here where I want to be. Similarly, go ahead and let's suppose I'm lazy and I'm not doing much here with my legs. He's going to shrimp and he's going to pull his leg in. Go ahead and pull your leg in again. Like this. And pull his thigh in. Reset. But now, if I have my knee wedged against his hip, go ahead and shrimp and try to create space. He's not going to be able to get that knee and that thigh in between us. So you might consider doing this as a guard, as a check against him trying to pull guard. So here I am in the side mount. I've got his hip checked. I've got this elbow checking his hip. Maybe I try to pull his arm down as best I can, hit him in the face, check whatever I can. I'm going to spring up very quickly, drop a knee, check the arm as best I can, and rain punches into the face. You can even stomp once you've got him dazed and confused. Thank you. So, easier said than done, right? Chris wasn't fighting back too hard, so it made my job look really easy. In the mix of everything, it's going to be hard to pull off, but be explosive with it. Don't take your time. If you're in the side mount, and you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you've given them all the opportunity. So what you need to do is knee, punch, right? If he's not anticipating it, it should work just fine.